Chest coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 47-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now it's Haskins. We'll find Bryant. It's tight end. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, 49ers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They go play action with Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 45-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, 49ers nothing.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
The 11-yard
Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down. It's Gibson, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
39-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hyde. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
3 bud. Right there, 54. 54 Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And the 49er 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Here we go. 54 mark, 54 mark. 54, watch 54. Good trap. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again. Haskins. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right there. 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Washington going to send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On first down, it's Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch left, watch left. I got one. 57's up front. 57.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Go. 57 the mark. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. 57. Go. 57.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
To throw again, Haskins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
57. Mike 57. Let's go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Pop. Slam. Save.
Tight dog.
Now Haskins on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 4 yards. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Gibson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
They'll set up to throw. got his target, Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers get a score closer. Point after try forthcoming. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Gathered not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on first down. Haskins. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he comes back with one complete.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it, go.
You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it, go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it, go. Now I get it, go.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
49er first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Number 42.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And down inside the 15 he goes. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Haskins will throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
4-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And able to rip chop off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, 49ers nothing.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. In your face. No, it's you. It comes to me, it's me.
Throwing again. Haskins got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
54's Mike. Check.
From midfield now, Haskins. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check. Let's go. 50 seconds left. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. We own them. We own them.
To throw again. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Left on defense.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
3-yard pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Complete.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Come on. Check it back.
They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. It's going to be a long.
Now a handoff looking right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Washington 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
32-yard line.
Play action. Haskins. Dancing to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted, 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Muster a yard here to the 38. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of the...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's the option. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
San Francisco.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Again, the ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, here's the option. Able to fight through one tackle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll drop here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in 14 yards there and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again. Haskins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. A quick toss out right, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
49er first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
57's the mic. Mark 57. I'm trying to collect.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
3 down. 57.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the balls.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the 49ers.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at
the recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Niners, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.
this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You not built like that.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in,